The sun is a main component of life on Earth, and without it we wouldn't exist. But the sun can also be a danger to Earth via powerful solar activity. The sun's influence stretches far out beyond Pluto and can cause damage to anything in its path. Conditions and events on the sun or in the space of the Earth can disrupt our technology. This is called space weather or heliophysics. Space weather is a result of solar activity, some examples of which are the following: solar radiation emitted by the sun, solar wind, a continuous stream of plasma flowing into interplanetary space, releases of converted magnetic energy as heat and light called solar flares, and solar storms, which are triggered by intense solar flares producing bursts of electromagnetic radiation and charged particles. Just like how storms and earthquakes can cause damage on Earth, space weather can disrupt and damage satellite communications, air travel, electrical power systems, and even be harmful to astronauts. This is because radiation sometimes reaches orbiting satellites and even the ground. Space weather can also possibly affect Earth's climate and weather. If the sun's activity is so strong, why aren't we affected more by space weather? Earth has the protection of a magnetic field, which is a result of electrical currents produced by the churning molten metals deep below the surface. The result was a magnetic field rising far above the surface of the Earth. The sun causes disturbances in our space environment, periodically expelling billions of tons of matter. This can result in huge magnetic storms in the atmosphere and magnetosphere. The Earth's magnetosphere is compressed by solar wind in the front, causing a long tail to form on the other side. Scientists say that the Earth's magnetosphere is weakening, so what would happen if it becomes too weak to protect us from the sun? What if Earth didn't have a magnetic field at all? Earth would be bombarded by harmful solar radiation and deadly particles. If Earth didn't have a magnetosphere, life would probably cease to exist. Solar winds would wipe out our atmosphere, which would mean no air and no gas at all. Earth would become much like Mars, which has evidence of once having a magnetic field. Billions of years ago, Mars's magnetic field was wiped out, leaving it dry and barren, unlike Earth with warm liquid oceans. Mars once had the potential for life, but without its magnetic field, that possibility was destroyed. Why does the magnetosphere matter? Without it, we wouldn't have protection against the dangers of space. We wouldn't have an atmosphere, or liquid water, or life at all. The magnetosphere is an incredible protection against space weather, and Earth would be drastically different without it.